Oh boy, but are they going to be ready for this? And I got to be pretty honest with you here, Light. I feel like if RagnaroK takes out Patience, there's a very good chance that he's going to take out Haas, but we'll see. We haven't been able to see much of Haas, but he's definitely looking very clean when it comes to his builds, when it comes to his executions. Is that going to be enough to take out RagnaroK, though? He's a much more adaptable player, RagnaroK is.
Definitely. And we'll find out. We'll find out as here he is for the very first time a Zerg player in tonight's broadcast. It is the South Korean Zerg representing Alpha X. Some know him as Shin Hee-byum, but oh my god, he is going for a 12 pool. It is RagnaroK.
I'm actually... Alright, anyway, we are now in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha. KBBLE about to get 12 pooled. He is our red Protoss player representing himself. He is Haas.
I'm just trying to.
Yep.
Okay, not so good.
Yep. It's been fixed. Yep. I'm actually kind of glad that GSL changed its broadcast days to Monday now, Light, because we need some of this kind of dirty finals.
We see how RagnaroK versus Patience was actually a shorter final, a shorter series than Haas versus Sagan. My god.
You know what? You might want to blame RagnaroK for this, but I kind of want to blame Patience for it.
I'm sure they both played their part. Like, let's be
really
real here.
Yeah. Neither of them have clean hands.
Oh god, both dirty, absolutely disgusting. But of course he's up against Haas. He does go for that pull first, and Haas, I believe he's just now going across the map. He didn't probe scout. No.
I don't believe he saw these links either.
Mate.
This is a wide open wall.
Mate, it's over, mate.
And
the pylon's dead. The pylon,
honestly.
Oh god, the probes are being pulled. We'll see if they're going to be able to keep this.
Nothing, Light. He doesn't have the resources to build from the gateway. And now he's supply blocked.
He's supply blocked. Nothing is on the way. This wasn't just 6 lings. We have more lings rallied across the map. He's looking to go toe-to-toe with all of these for GG gets called.
All right, now we know why that was such a quick semis.
That we do.
Or semi.
But to be fair, that was on Haas. It is very standard to go for a probe scout immediately across the map. Not just the scout, but also to deny the hatchery. You know, you get the unnatural, natural, all that stuff. But Haas was so greedy.
He absolutely was. He is way too used to being on the given foot here. He forgot the necessity of scouting.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it. Feels bad, man, but Haas, he cannot allow that to happen again. He has to be on point with his scouting, otherwise games like that are gonna happen. Oh boy. And RagnaroK is the kind of player, like, he doesn't care, mate. He can play macro and be impeccable, or he can just turn on that cheese.
He really can. I look at RagnaroK and I see just these soulless eyes. Well, not even soulless, just, determined eyes. You cannot read him. What's he gonna do?
Oh boy. And we'll see if he's gonna be able to bring it back here in this series. We are gonna be on Romanticide, and I'm just worried because, like, again, a 12 pool isn't necessarily all in. We've seen like Lambo and some of these other Zerg players showcase that, hey, you can 12 pool and just transition into a regular game. Like, me and Micah does that quite frequently as well.
He does. I wouldn't be surprised if me and Micah was inspired by RagnaroK. Or the other way around.
Or it's a coincidence, great minds, big minds, they think alike.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's them having their brains linked up by the cat spirit or something like that.
There you go.
They aren't aware that each other does it, but they do. And it's intentional by the creator over in Team NV. Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
You took
for it, mate. Go.
Yes, we spawn into Romanticide. LE. LE, of course, standing for Lovers. Elephants. Lovers elephants. That's when the elephants are... No, wait, that's when the love is big. There we go. In the bottom right corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, we have a blue Zerg player coming down from South Korea. He is quite possibly the smartest Zerg player in Korea, at least. He is going to be representing Alpha X. We have RagnaroK.
And spawning in the top left, but also getting proxy hatched, or hatch blocked, I should say. We have the Taiwanese Protoss. He is red, representing himself as well as the Haitian Republic. It is Paz.
God damn it. Why did I expect anything different on Romanticide? Like,
oh boy, and
yeah, credit to Haas, he's not overreacting, you know. He knows that as long as he's able to get the Zealot out, he only needs a handful of probes to really deal with that hatchery before any creep can come out.
And again, this is an opener where RagnaroK has no intention to let this hatchery finish and make anything from it. It is just to delay the natural force, all this lost mining time, force the Zealot to be made. Like, all of this is already paying for itself.
I'm just waiting to see how fast RagnaroK's hands can be, because we didn't get to mention it, but last game, when we got to the score screen, RagnaroK had an APM of 550, doing a 12 pool, but he's unable to get the spawning pool block.
Ooh, just unable to.
Zealot really paying for itself. He's still getting a little bit more lost mining time. He might be going back.
Oh my! Look at that micro. He actually avoided.
Wow.
Yeah, he avoided the Zealots and the probes, and he takes the gas.
He knows who's casting him, light.
Mate, these players, they know what's up. They know what it's all about. It's all about stealing that gas and RagnaroK just popping off.
Might as well hand him the, No, there are no ESL points this week.
Oh my god.
He cancels once again, and I mean, I'm looking at the production tab, and he's not exactly losing anything doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, there is an adept across the map, but the Zerglings are already out. They get us around.
Just like so. That shade is not going to hit fast enough. He has not lost a single drone so far, light. I mean, he's canceled a lot, so yeah, he's sort of losing minerals, but the important thing is the drones are alive. This drone is going to go back to mining. How does that happen?
Hey, mate. I miss him so much. There was a time where we used to cast RagnaroK all the time, but like he's been inactive when it comes to ESL Open Cup Asia's. You know, Armani kind of took his place a little bit, but
yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
Armani filled in the void that we were missing when it came to Zerg players.
That he did. But RagnaroK is back. Armani is not. And now RagnaroK behind this, we do see a Roach run on the way. He's already got his third base up and running. Mate, he can just do whatever he wants.
I don't think he's gonna drone from that third base light.
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
If I'm wrong, but
I mean, he doesn't need to.
Not looking too likely based on the position.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the War Prism is out. Oh my god.
Overlord. Wow.
Wait, he can still get it.
He's trying to, but the Lings are following the Warp Prism. Quick warping of Adepts will deal with it. He's not getting it yet. Now he's got it.
Finally. Meanwhile, I believe, okay, this is a wall. The Immortals are coming out. We got 4 gates on the way. Haas is going to be looking to push out across the map. RagnaroK, he doesn't have the best eyes on this, on the main base especially, but like, since he has seen the War Prism, he knows, and he is pumping out roaches.
Yeah, absolutely key to his defense over here. We'll see if he does the more, Roach Ravage style of defense, or if he just commits to a handful of roaches and utilizes queens for the anti-air. It's not building any queens, so
yeah.
See if he Roach Ravager.
It is. We'll see if he was a little bit too greedy. Like, RagnaroK did drone up a little bit, especially compared to Haas. You can see Haas hasn't made a probe in a couple of minutes. he's still stuck on 29. He's looking to go all in and try and end the game, but we already have a couple of Ravagers out. We even have roaches out. We even have a couple of Ravagers.
And that is so key for the War Prism defense. Forces the warp to be cancelled, and even then, the warp prism still goes down. The roaches are just about going to be dealt with, but the Lings, like, they have the opportunity to go across the map, but RagnaroK does not want to throw it all away. He doesn't even need to. GG, and he's already on match point, less than 10 minutes. This is the fastest ESL weekly I think we've ever had. Like,
it is. I apologize for not having the score on the screen just because things kicked off immediately with that hatch block. Was not expecting it, but yes, RagnaroK is already up 2-0. He just needs one more and that's it. He's our champion.
Man, oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Oh my god. Absolutely insane.
Wow.
Like, he's just been having his way with Haas. Haas is trying to keep up. He's even got a couple of people cheering for him in the chat. Mio Micah showed up in the chat cheering for him. The Zerg troll, the Zerg Lord, Kappa. But oh god, he just can't keep up.
And honestly, Haas was looking fantastic before this finals. Again, we didn't get to see much of him, but he looked so clean with how he executed those builds, how he was able to shut down anything Cyan was throwing at him. RagnaroK, though, that brain, it's expanded, like.
Oh yeah. Dax inflates his body. RagnaroK inflates his brain. God.
He's pulled a demi, question mark.
He is. He's part shark. Oh god. This is brutal, mate.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see. I feel like maybe Haas's problems was he tried to play reactive in those last two games. Well, reactive, quote unquote. Game number one, he didn't scout. But yeah, that might have been the issue. Maybe if Haas takes a more active approach, if he does something a bit more aggressive right off the bat, maybe he'll be able to do something a little bit different. But we'll see. Here we are on Lightshade LE, potentially the final game of the evening. Here's hoping it isn't. In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Zerg player, the cleanest, well, I don't want to say clean. His execution was clean. His conscience, maybe not so much. He is the blue Zerg player from South Korea, representing Alpha X, the biggest brain ever recorded in the Zerg species. Even more than, you think of any of the other intelligent Zerg players and watch them get eclipsed by this player. His name is RagnaroK.
TLO getting called out. Spawning in the bottom right hands corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss, the red Protoss. He is down 0-2 in this best of 5. He needs to bring it back here and now, otherwise his tournament run is over. He is representing the Haitian Republic. It is Haas.
And I'm only now sort of realizing, Light, as I process those past two games, we normally know RagnaroK as being a very intelligent sort of player, and part of that is because he has, having a little bit of a pause, but I am good with that. Gives us a little bit more time to ramble along, but yeah, we normally, when we say that, it's because, you know, he has these builds that are sort of unexpected, right? That nobody else does, but he is able to do them and make them work. Apart from that, it's also because he's a very adaptable sort of player, both in the game itself and over the course of the overall series. I feel like RagnaroK hasn't really been able to give us a chance to show what he's truly capable of, just because those last two games went by so quickly.
Exactly.
And mostly because of his mechanical sort of skills.
Yeah,
it was less about the builds themselves and more just how clean he was able to execute them.
That's exactly how I would put it. You know, it's the builds on top of that. Just his execution was just almost perfect there in game one and game number two, and Haas just can't keep up. As you said, normally it's Haas, the player, who dictates the pace of the game, right? But because of how aggressive RagnaroK has been early on, Haas just hasn't really been able to get into the swing of things. Now in the ace match, or I say ace match, now in game number 3 when he's on match point, finally RagnaroK is kind of, you know, easing up a little bit. You know, there's no early pool, there's no hatch block or anything like that. So now is a good opportunity for Haas to actually play out his game.
And I'm just super curious as to what that's going to be. We haven't seen his PVZ yet in this tournament. He played against Rex, but I don't believe we've had people casting Haas versus Rex earlier on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no one was there to cast it. It did go all the way to the ace match, so, you know, massive shout out to Rex there. But that also worries me a little bit because, you know, hey, he went to the ace match against Rex. Like, RagnaroK is a much more formidable opponent. So he's just straight up is struggling right now against him. We'll see if he can do something. Ooh, very fast robotic spade.
All right. I can get into this. Pull off something a little bit different.
So, are you feeling Colossus drop or Disruptor drop?
Disruptor, 100%. Well, it's us we're talking about. I would prefer Disruptor drop just because I feel like it's a more well-rounded unit in PvZ, right? Whether it's not as good against Lings, but you know, if it's decent against Lings, and if RagnaroK goes Roach Ravager, then it's a lot better to use, especially if you recall back home defensively, exactly. And you can also pull off some crazy drone snipes with disruptors, but there we go. Disruptor coming out.
There it is. I love it, especially because this does hit faster. Typically, like, you have a Protoss player maybe investing into extended thermal lance or something like that, and that can slow down the push. Pretty interesting point is that Haas is doing this without War Prism speed. As typically we do have War Prism speed research alongside this. Instead, he is spending his resources in charge.
Yeah, so he doesn't actually want this game to go on for too long. He's not gonna go and say mass harass with these disruptors and then build up a death ball back at home. No. He wants to use those disruptors in a fight as he builds another War Prism.
Yeah, and you know what? What's a massive shame is that Haas has been scouted. RagnaroK went across the map, he saw all the gateways, he saw the Twilight Council. More importantly, he actually saw the gases. He saw the fact that there was no gas being mined, and that's a massive tell that a charge all-in is on the way.
RagnaroK, he processes this information so freaking quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
I cannot even imagine. I want to have like an ounce of RagnaroK's brain. Then maybe I'd be doing well in school.
Oh no, it's too real. Here we go. The Zealots are going across the map. There is that second War Prism you were talking about. So he's going to try and micro on two fronts. Oh my god.
That split!
0 drones went down. Only a single Roach went down to the first Disruptor at the same time. Link's counterattacking the wall is not a wall.
It really is not. This is a lot of production light that's being fueled by only a single pylon. Thankfully, there's no easy way for RagnaroK to really surround it. But even still, this is just dividing so much of Haas's attention. He is not pushing out like he wanted to, and he's pushing out with less forces than he wanted to.
Exactly, and more importantly, this forced the warping of Zealots at home defensively. He wanted to go all in, he wanted to warp in everything across the map, and now he has less Zealots than he would like to utilize. One of the War Prisms almost does go down. He still keeps the Disruptor alive, but yo, this entire time RagnaroK has been making nothing but army.
This man, I swear. He knows exactly what he needs to do, and his hands are always prepared to do it.
Exactly, now he's going in.
And this is not a favorable position for RagnaroK. Decent Purification Nova, but he has only one Disruptor Light. The Zealots are favored against the Zerglings, and even against the Roaches, Transfuses aren't quite there, but the angle that RagnaroK is flanking from is a heck of a lot better than the angle Haas is using to push in. He's keeping both Warp Prisms alive, which is huge. One Warp Prism alive, which is big.
It is big, and the Zealots are dealing a lot of damage. The Queens are focusing down the Warp Prism, and they're trying to get it. All the Zealots do get cleaned up. It was a close fight. Haas almost broke his opponent, but it was not enough.
It was not. I tell you what, though, Haas has a little bit of breathing room, but I want to emphasize that little bit part. I mean, he's lost a ton of workers back home earlier that he has not rebuilt. He does not have much of an income available to him. All he's got are these Zealots and that one Disruptor.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Haas, he be breathing. I don't know if he wants to be breathing right now. Like,
yeah.
He wants the game to have ended. And he's going on in once again with these Zealots. The Purification Nova does land on one of the Roaches. Is it enough though? Another massive warp in.
And this might be just enough to break through this first line of defense of RagnaroK, but he's actually focusing on the hatchery. These Roaches are getting free shots on top of the Zealots. GG is called. A clean sweep coming up for RagnaroK in our shortest ESL broadcast. I am at a loss of words. Oh boy. You know what? Good guy, I guess good guy RagnaroK, he wanted us to finish early so we could watch the GSL group nomination.
Good guy, right? He wanted to watch the GSL group nomination. GG, well played, RagnaroK, as you said, with a clean sweep, not dropping a beat whatsoever, just dominating his opponents today. I'm just going to quickly check the bracket, actually, as I quickly open up there. It is.
I would not be surprised if he didn't drop a single map.
He didn't drop a single goddamn map.
This, I swear.
And you know why? We got his raid earlier. RagnaroK, he took down M Canning, and when he did that, he harnessed the power of United States of NA, of the Eagle. He just soared through. God. GG.
Is that M Canning's other title now? The Eagle?
Of course, man. Of course.
He's been called a lot of things.
I
like it, actually. It's pretty cool.
With that, congratulations, RagnaroK. I mean, well played, Haas, as well. Haas, it was really impressive for him to make it to the finals, but as we saw, he was a little bit outclassed. RagnaroK keeping that championship in Korea, and cleans it up in time for the GSL group nominations. Yeah.
As they are currently still on Dark versus Parting. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
But that is the series that is currently underway over at GSL. So yeah, there is still time for the group nomination.
There is.
We still have to wait for it. Oh man.
Oh boy. I mean, RagnaroK, I'm pretty. Is he just gonna be like getting into a car and just like heading over? I don't know if they're gonna be offline or if they're gonna be like online. Actually.
They have the technology to do it online. I believe the last season of GSL was coinciding with one of the DreamHack Winter, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, they just hooked up a monitor for DRG.
Exactly. I do remember that. But yeah, oh my god, just what a tournament. How fast it went by. Massive shout out to SteelMold. SteelMold did cast with me earlier today, and it was a lot of fun. It's something that we don't get to do too often. I rarely get to cast with SteelMold anymore. Usually he does only cast our amateur events, but as there is a bit of a couple of free days in Israel, there is a holiday, a national-wide holiday going on right now.
Passover.
Yeah, Passover, he doesn't have to work, so he was available to cast.
And I think that is to the betterment of us all. The benefit.
Oh, God, exactly. Gotta let him out of the house every now and then.
Let him simulate the brain a bit.
Exactly. Oh,
Stave
God.
off the dimension.
We're doing what we can, okay? We're doing what we can. Poor guy. Yeah, but with that,
otherwise you'd just be like ranting about McLaren or something.
Thank you.
My day.
God damn it, Steel. But thank you so much as well, Yaku, for joining me today. I hope you had a good time, watching the first couple of matches. Taking a bit of a break after school.
It was really refreshing to be able to be the one typing headphone warning 2 minutes instead of being the one who causes the warning.
Yep. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed when you joined the call. I was expecting you to just dive straight into it with the intro. I
mean, I can still do it. I didn't close the tabs. I didn't close the tabs. And concluding the tournament from Puerto Princesa here in the Philippines. That tournament being ESL, not Pro Tour, just Open Cup, number 64. I was your host, Yakuzaku. And with me today, or was the person that was with me today, is La Estacha de Robel Blanco que te hace limpiar tu pleito. I like Seal's intro. No,
It was good. It was good. It was
Talked about the
nice.
Adriatic. It was nice. Wasn't loud enough.
It wasn't. Unfortunately.
But the content was there.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't full Yaku, but it was a solid half Yaku at that. But speaking of, thank you so much for joining me, Yaku. Where can people find you? You're gonna be streaming.
I might actually.
Oh.
I might. It depends on how my brain decides to function this week, and if I'm able to conclude my assignments. Yeah, if it functions, you know. If I'm able to finish up my assignments, then I might stream this week. I don't think I'll jump straight back into laddering StarCraft 2. Maybe I'll like do my placements or something. But yeah, I'm taking a page from Seal's book and trying to do a little bit more variety when I do come back. So that's at twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. I just realized I didn't say what my channel was. Twitter.com @EmperorYakuzaku. I will actually announce if I stream, when I stream. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. CranKy Ducklings Discord server. I'm there. Light's there. Seal's there. Kuro's there. Fernantok's there. Fernantok is there, right?
Yeah, he's there.
Zerg Troll is there. Chaos Born Serenity is there. I'm just looking at all whoever I can who's in chat right now. They're all in there. And then buy my shirts so we can find you late.
Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I have been neglecting my streams recently, but they will be coming back. I haven't laddered StarCraft in over a week. I miss it dearly. So do my hands. I know my MMR doesn't miss it. It's gonna oh boy. But
I'm sure the Protoss players miss it though. The Protoss players on ladder.
They want them free points, man. Oh god. But yes, I will most likely stream at some point this week. So if you're interested in those streams, check me out at light_VIP, or sorry, twitch.tv/light_VIP. You can follow me on social medias as well, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I do post whenever I go live, but more importantly, check us out here on the CranKy Ducklings. As you can see on the screen right now, we are live throughout the week with plenty of broadcasts, whether it's Korean StarCraft, North American StarCraft, amateur, Oceania, Southeast Asia, Latino America. It is all there available for you. If you're looking at the weekly schedule right now and you feel like, hey, NA Apprentice isn't there, we are taking a week off. We just finished up the round of 8 of NA Apprentice Code S, and the round of 4 and the finals we will be covering next week. There is a bit of a break in between, and it will be casted live, not via replays. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Our next broadcast will most likely be tomorrow with ESL Open Cup Asia at 8 AM KST. And we will see you there.
Is the Love Doctor casting, or?
Yeah, the Love Doctor, the juice squeezer, the the beef stroker himself. It will be milk and cookies, so tune into that tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. And with that, mate, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're gonna go watch the GSL group nomination.
Oh yeah, that we are.
It's always a highlight of GSL IMO.
Yep, always. So yeah, if you do want to tune into that, it is going to be on YouTube or Afrika if you prefer, but we will be also rating another StarCraft 2 streamer, so give them plenty of love, give them plenty of support. We'll see you there.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bella.